Hi, I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to show you how to play Tacocat Spelled Backwards. It's ages 7 and up, 2 players, and it takes 15 minutes. Let me show you how to play. The goal of the game is to get Tacocat to your side of the board first. I want to get Tacocat to wow, and my opponent wants to get Tacocat to yay. You play over a series of rounds. Whoever has the lowest card at the end of the round gets to move Tacocat one spot in their direction. Game setup. The box that the game comes in is the board that you're playing on, which is pretty handy. You place Tacocat in the center, tiles off to the side, shuffle the deck of cards, and for the first round, each round you're on, you deal out the number of cards that is on the spot that you're on. So for this round, you would deal out 7 cards face down to each player. Your opponent cannot see your cards, but I'm going to flip them over for this video. You can see what we're working with here. This player has a very good hand. Basically, you want really high cards and really low cards. And at the beginning of a turn, the arrow at the bottom of the spot the Tacocat on, whoever the arrow is pointing at, they get to choose however many cards they want to discard. And for this, it's pointed both ways. So either player can pick as many cards as they want, discard and draw new cards. This player is not going to pick any. They have a pretty nice hand here. This player has a hot mess of garbage. So they're going to go ahead and we'll just say they're doing 3 cards and they're going to pick 3 new cards. Oh, this is much nicer for them. They have some much bigger cards. And so you've set your hands to start this round of play. And then again, you can't see each other's cards. You duel to see who goes first. You do not have to play your highest card to duel. It's entirely up to you and what your hand looks like. We'll say this player, you place it face down to duel. So once you've decided which card you're going to do, you put it out here. And we'll say this player puts out this one. And then you reveal, and whoever has the higher card is going to get to attack first. If this had been a tie, if this player had also placed a 12, you would have just discarded both of them and started a new duel. So this person won, discard the cards, and from now on, it's this person's turn to go first, and they're going to place 1 card face up. The other person can't see these cards out in the middle of the table, and this player has to either be able to defend, which they can. They have a 12. So you have to play at least the same card or higher to defend. And if you can do that, you say, hooray, good job, me. Discard the card. And then it's this player's turn to attack because they successfully defended beforehand. So now they're going to place probably their highest card. They place it out here. And this player cannot defend. They do not have a 12. 12 is the highest in this game. So they have to play their lowest card out, which is a big bummer because you need whoever's the lowest card at the end of the round wins. So this player has won, and now they get to attack again. So they would probably place this, but this player can handily defend this time. So it's this player's turn to attack. They're going to place their highest. This player can't defend. This player at the here is going to go ahead and attack with their 3. Might as well. They can defend that. And now, once you have your final card, you wouldn't be able to see. You just compare cards. And whoever has the lower card has won that round. So it would be this side that won this time. So Tacocat then moves 1 spot this way, and you place a tile right here where Tacocat was. If you, for the next round, you take all these cards, you shuffle them up, and then you deal the number here, the spot Tacocat is on, to each player. So shuffle, shuffle, amazing shuffling, and then you deal out 6 cards. Is that 6? And now, if this player wins this round, Tacocat moves in his direction, but there's a tile here, so he would get to skip back over here, and a tile would be placed where Tacocat was here. If this player, and then you deal out 6 cards again, if they win again that next round, You place another tile here and Tacocat moves that way. But then if this player wins the next round, Tacocat jumps all the way over here and a tile is placed where he had been. So you aren't having to, if Tacocat ends up all the way over here, it's not like you have to go work that hard to get it back your way. It just, Tacocat jumps back and forth to whichever the last, to the next open spot is. I'm going to go ahead and show you what the end of a game looks like. Let's just say this is what happened and this is where Tacocat currently is at this point of the game. There's a 4 here, so each player has been dealt out 4 cards, and we're gonna go ahead and look at them, even though you wouldn't be able to see your opponent's cards in the game. The arrow is pointed towards this player, so they get to choose however many cards they want to discard and then redraw. They're going to go ahead and say these 2 middle ones they don't quite care for and hope for something better. Not that much better. And this player is very happy, and they could choose to trade up to 2 cards, but they're going to choose to do no cards because these are pretty great. So now it's time for the duel. This player is going to put out this one. This player is going to put out this. 1, 2, 3, reveal. This player is going to go first. And now it's a pretty quick game. They play this. This person cannot defend, so they have to discard their 2. They play this. This player cannot defend, so they put out their 9. And then they compare the final ones. If there is a tie, so if these had both been 5s or something like that, then the arrow matters again because the tie goes to the person it's pointed at, which isn't the same on everyone along the way. So for here, it would go to this player. This person, this time it's going this way. So if these had both been 5s, he would have hopped over here. Very much not a tie. This player has a lower card, so Tacocat moves to wow. This is covered, and this player is the winner. And finally, I'm going to go through jumbo attacks. You're supposed to be familiar with the game before you start using these. It does not take long to become familiar with the game, so I'm going to just run through them now. We have a beginning of a game set up. Each player has 7 cards. We'll just say nobody discarded this time. They duel to see who starts, and this player began. So it's this player's turn to attack, and basically all the jumbo attacks are you can play 2 or more cards that are the same number simultaneously, and then the other player has to defend against each card individually. And if you can't defend against them, you have lost the attack, and it's the other player's turn to go again. So this player could defend against this 10, but they can't against the other 10, so they'd have to place the 2. Everything would get discarded, and it would be this player's turn to attack again. Or the other kind of a jumbo attack is cards in sequence. If you have 3 or more cards in sequence, you can place all of those out as an attack, and then the other player, once again, has to defend against all of them individually. So this can be played here, and then they cannot defend against these other 2, so they would have to discard their lowest 2 against these, and then this player would win and get to attack again if they had better cards. If they had, instead of this 7-6, they had these cards. And they could defend against this attack, then they would discard all these cards, and then it would be this player's turn to attack, and this player would have to defend as normal. So it just adds in, you can play multiple cards at once, and you have to defend, or as you have to defend against all of them. And finally, there's this handy chart in the rules showing your order of play that you're going to want to reference, along with a count of all of the different cards and how many there are of each of them. So that's how to play Tacocat Spelled Backwards. This is actually my favorite of the Exploding Kittens games. There's a lot more strategy there than you think, and my 9-year-old son and I have been playing it on repeat. So check it out. Thanks, and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.